Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, Norway Bush Trip Leg 5, Flesland to Håkasen. Okay, we're all fueled up and ready to go, so let's go. Why do I have to do parking brake twice? It clearly didn't have, it was clearly on because we weren't going forward, but then pressing it seemed to turn it on and then turn it on again. So is there a new way of doing brakes or something? What's going on? Microsoft Flight Simulator, if that is your real name. Alright, we want 44 degrees for 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Brandstadion. Once in the air, point your bonanza northeast and head to Brandstadion. Located at the base of Ulriken, the highest of Norway's fabled 7 mountains. Really? I'm not sure I've ever heard of that. Oh, bit of a stutter. Come on. Do not crash. Do not crash to desktop. Please. Let's have one leg where it isn't gremlins. Please. Asobo. Please. I beg of you. Get our flap up. Ah, that's what's going on. Let's get our wheels up. I definitely pressed that button as well, but I didn't check. There we go. That'll help with the being able to climb properly. Look at this little area. Where's this stadium now? We're basically from the middle of the runway, so, you know, 44 degrees, 2 minutes or so. Although it'll be a bit longer than that. And we see a stadium. It says it at the base of the 7 mountains, so this must be one of them. This must be the mountain here. And the stadium must be over there somewhere. Right, that'll do with the climbing, I think. For now, I just wanted to get away from the height of that mountain. Hello, stadiums. Ah, well, there's a football field there. Maybe that's the stadium. Sort of in the right spot. There's a church next to it as well, so, you know, tick all that off. I think we're probably good to start turning then. We want 331 for 42 seconds. Let's get to 331. About there. And let's see, we're going to Bryggen. Just to the north lies Bryggen, a series of historical buildings so architecturally and historically significant the United Nations named them a World Cultural Heritage Site. Well, that might be the stadium there then. Well, it's another stadium complex. Don't know where these Bryggen buildings are. We should have seen them by now. They were probably down there somewhere. We're moving a bit fast to be looking around. Well, if they were there somewhere. Alright, so now we want 68 degrees for 11:52. Vossevangen. Oh, that could have been the stadium as well. Anyway. Back to 68 degrees. Wondering why we're descending so quickly. Have not changed any settings. I might gain a little bit of height. How to do that. So, Vossevangen. Journey 35 nautical miles to the northeast to Vossevangen, a town that lies on the shore of the lake Vangsvatnet. leap over the mountain a bit. $68, not 71. There we go. Alright, I think we're probably high enough now. We've gotten over this mountain range. The ones in front seem to be a bit lower. If that's where we're headed, which we most certainly are. We might need to climb a little bit when we get there, but we'll see. We've got equal fuel on both sides. We're currently on left fuel. Don't remember doing that, but anyway, I thought we were on right, but anyway, I guess we're on left. What's this? Some kind of racetrack or something? Just maybe weird little poorly rendered in hillside bit of a town, suburb kind of thing. Definitely going faster than we were at this same settings in the previous legs. Must be a tailwind. Yeah, I think we need to get up higher. Let's do that. Let's climb a bit. These snowy mountains are a little bit, well, plus I'd somehow descended quite a bit. Presumably that's why we're going a bit faster. My trimming needs something different given the prevailing atmospheric conditions. Look at this lake. I want to do 68 degrees, but I'm a bit concerned about this one little mountain here. I mean, I could just kick it to get a bit of height. There we go. Take it into my own hands. Probably get up to 4,000 or so. That's probably safer. This mountain here to the left looks about 3,500. These ones in front are possibly a bit higher. Yeah, I think they are actually than where we are, so they might be almost 4,000. What's going on down there? Giant building. Algorithm, what have you done? Yeah, I think we can afford to be even higher than this. But we've stopped climbing somehow. Even though we're 100%. I'll go to 0% trim then. Look at this valley, wow. You know, the water isn't rendering in quite how water should, but hey. Makes for an interesting effect. Flat topped, snowy. Spectacular. Maybe we'll go up to 5,000 then. Look at these mountains all of a sudden. Suddenly huge mountains. Amazing. Just a frozen, I want to say wasteland, but not really. Just spectacular. That's all I got to say. Spectacular. Alright, well, I think we can probably try and level off now. I think we are high enough, perhaps. We've done 743 of 1152, so a little bit to go. Of course, the trimming will be different because of the fuel as well. So yeah, we'll go back to what, -2? That seemed to be okay for oil level flight, even though I thought it was going to be climbing. Valley down there with there's a couple of roads, perhaps some little farmhouses and things. Norway seems, you know, in Patagonia and the Balkans and whatnot, the further you got into the mountains, the less you saw of anyone. But here, seems that there are Norwegians everywhere. Such a hardy folk. Is this something on top of a mountain here? Or is it? No, it's just a bunch of lakes. I thought there might have been like some roads there, but nope, it's not the case. Right, another 3 minutes or so before we're arriving at the town of Vossevangen. Nope, definitely no civilization here. Just snow. Big lake over there on the mountain top. Incredible, these. I love mountain lakes. They're just, what are you doing up there, all that water? I just ticked over 10 minutes, so another 2 minutes to this alleged town on the alleged lake of Vangsvatnet. There's no town up here, it's not this lake. There is a road. Is that a road? The algorithm thinks it's a road. It is a road. Little houses too. Wow. Again, sneaky Norwegians. Oh, here's a big lake at the base of the valley here. Must be a town just over this mountain. There is a little town at the edge of the lake. On the shore, this left-hand shore. Is that going to be the one? We've got 1 minute to go. We're slightly to the left, right? Okay. I think this is the town over here. Let's go visit it. Look at this view. It's unbelievable. Hello, are you Vossevangen? Would anyone please send up a flare if you are Vossevangen? I'm going to assume that you are. And your farming lands over here by the river. Down to the river to pray. Alright, well, I've already done the next thing, but we're not quite... There we go. That's about the right timing. So now we want 40 degrees for 9:51. How are we doing on height? Might need a bit more height. Let's do that. Norway Fjord. Northeast of Vossevangen lies the inspirational Norway Fjord, a long, narrow fjord renowned for its stunning beauty and listed as a United Nations World Heritage Site. Good on it. Good on them. You protect those fjords. They are in need of your protection. We need to gain height because this mountain directly in front of us is in the road. Where would a fjord be? We're in the middle of mountains here. Is the sea still out here somewhere? It is. I've lost track of it. Could be to our southwest, really. Yeah, there's... Okay, you can see the sea over there. We're going to run into a huge fjord. I mean, it's coming massively inland. This is just a lake. Find out. Let's go back to our level flight settings. Bab. Are we using both tanks now or something? Look at this. Left and right are both full. It's a lie. Especially as I can feel like we're tipping to the right. Well, that can't be right because we're using the left. Who knows? Who knows? It's all a mystery to me now. Look at these little farm villages just hidden amongst the mountains and the lakes here. And the forests. Life finds a way. Look at that little housing complex up on the top of the hill there. Absolutely hidden in amongst all the forests. Oh, it's sneaky. What are they up to there? Well, we're about a third of the way to this alleged fjord. Actually give a bit more power. I could be doing going a bit faster than this, I reckon. Let's drop a percentage of trim as well. Another big lake with its little town around it. Incredible. Impressive. Incredible. Oh, look at this little farming area. Just kind of in the middle of nowhere. Is there something on the top of this hill here? A little outlook, maybe. Or place to visit. Am I going to make it? I don't think we're too... Alright, back to climbing. Back to the old climb. 5,000's not enough. These mountains are huge. Alright, pretty much halfway there now. 5 minutes done of 9:51. But look at this dark, dingy little valley with its huge mountains on either side. Wow. Imagine waking up to those monsters. Incredible. I mean, they're about, what are we, 6,000 feet high, 2 kilometres. 2 kilometre high mountains on either side of you. That'll remind you of your place in the world. Little roads and farms up here as well. Wow. They just don't leave any valley untilled, do they? I mean, you're living up here, you're 30 minutes flight. I mean, we've been 20 minutes flying from whatever that last town we're in at. So, you know, heading down the mountain in your car to go get groceries or something is a long journey. A long journey. Alright, 7:24 of 9:51. This must be the fjord sneaking up in amongst this valley here. Wow. Are you telling me that heads all the way to the sea? This is, in fact, part of the sea? I mean, looks like a long way. Might be some sea over way yonder, but incredible. Long, narrow fjord, yeah, definitely. Stunning beauty, you're not kidding. So pretty. I think we can finally level off because this little mountain here was well over 6,500. It's our hopefully final hurdle. Probably should just fly along the fjord really, but I'd probably get myself lost. Look at this little farm here. Guys, what are you doing there? Sheer cliff, sheer cliff, sheer cliff. Yeah. That's an impressive back garden to have. Alright, we should be about to turn, although we were going a bit slow because we're climbing, so I'm going to wait till we're over the water and then turn. Just, you know, executive decision. There's green fields, meadows, a little river, creek kind of thing, which will probably end up being a waterfall. Wow. Wow. Huge forest just here. Crazy. Alright, I think that'll be good enough. So we want now 3:51 for 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Probably need to start descending as well, so we'll go down to 50% power. We're heading a couple of segments to go before we land up here somewhere. So 3:51. That's over here somewhere. There we go. Another little farm area, little human activity there, just hidden amongst all the mountains and whatnot. Alright, we're going to Fjord, just north of Fjord is Fjord, another of Norway's great natural spectacles. Well, it's pretty much the same fjord, isn't it? A lot of water. So what counts as the different fjord? To get back up to speed, we've got to get over this mountain here. It's in the road. I guess this other channel here is going to be Fjord, Fjord. And we should have hit it already, actually, based on the timings, but I'm going to assume it's this over the hill, because the next turn to the airport is 42 degrees. That's basically up this fjord somewhere. Now, is the runway looks like it might be up in the hills at least, if not the mountain, because I can't see any water in the distance. Water in the distance. Well, I don't quite know where this airport is. I think it's time that we turn to 42 degrees for 1 minute 48. Forecasting, fly 5.3 nautical miles to the northeast and land at Sogndal Airport. Oh, it's going to be around here somewhere. Got forest around it. Could be something like that. I think we need to lose some height quite desperately. In fact, let's just drop it down to 0 for now. Back to our 42 degrees. Try and find this runway. It's not up here on this mountain. Would it be behind something? Of course it could. Not seeing anything on there. Might have to figure it out from the GPS VFR map. Hello? Anyone got an airport around here? What is it? ENSG? It's all the way to my right. These instructions have been terrible. Over this mountain somewhere. ENSG. Yeah, that's where we're headed. That's it there. I'm gonna have to just go round this mountain here. I'll be going round the mountain when I come. Hello? Anyone has airport? Well, I went to the wrong fjord, I guess. I was meant to stay that one right where we were turning was where it was at. Over here somewhere? There it is up there. What are you doing there, you nerd? It's gonna be way too low. Get our flaps down, get our wheels down. Find this hidden little airport. Oh, you sneaky little thing. Yeah, so I flew over to this fjord when I needed to stay on this one. This must be, whatever it was, Orangenellian Ford. I know that's not what it was, but I've already closed the screen. Okay. Power it down a bit. We don't need quite this much. There we go. Now we're looking better. Especially as we have found it. Doesn't hurt to actually find the airport. Bit of power. Bit less power. Alright, good enough. I think we'll be fine. Got our wheels down, we do. Get over these trees though.
500.
That should be good enough, I think. Calm down. Calm down, plane. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. See, we're fine. No more need for little beeps and things. We're perfectly fine. There we go. Well, it's easy to land when you can actually find the airport. That was the Norway Bush Trip Leg 5. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir. Goodbye.